come up was about half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago, and I just left from right there, Rockport. I actually should have taken a video of rowing out of a little hole in the wall behind Rockport Harbor. The sunrise over Bearskin Neck was just incredible. But so there's Ipswich. Here's the rock pile here out on Halibut Point. And I'm headed pretty much north toward the shoals. Got a nice breeze. Too much more wind, and I'd think about maybe possibly reefing. But if this is what holds for the day, this will be great. So moving along at probably 4 miles an hour, something like that. Probably at this rate 7 hours of sailing, 7.5 to get me to the shoals. So the jib was just sort of filling and not filling, so I just uncleated it, and it's kind of half up now, but at least it's not flumping and banging on the forestay. So just going under mainsail. That's pretty much what was driving me anyway, because the jib, like I say, was just filling and then unfilling and backwinding and not really doing much. So that looks like a pretty nice day out here. It was supposed to rain this morning, and there are a lot of low gray clouds, so I guess it still could, especially to the north. See what happens up there. But oh yeah, there, you can see Ipswich over there, the hills, water tower and all the houses on it. That's Great Neck and Little Neck, and then Cranes Beach to the left of it. Hog Island is that little bump you can see south of Ipswich. That's in Essex Bay, behind the beach at Essex. And then, not sure if you can see it, but there's Old Town Hill and Little Old Town Hill, and then the hills up in Amesbury, up along the Merrimack beyond that. And I can actually also see what I think is Mount Agamenicus up in York. And if so, then it's a really clear, we got really clear air. I suppose that could just be another coastal hill, but I think that's Agamenicus, so I'm just gonna kind of head in this direction, which is about where the shoals should eventually appear. I've got the Gloucester ball out on the deck because I had it in the water over at Gloucester, of all places, as a bumper between me and the AD Story, the tobacco boat built by Harold Burnham for the Essex Shipbuilding Museum. So I was over there rafted up beside them at a harbor loop at Maritime Gloucester for the Schooner Races. That was last night, and so the Gloucester ball was wet when I went to stow everything aboard for the races, and I got all my gear up in the front where I usually put the ball, so it's just kind of been on deck since then. But when I was first sailing the boat, when I didn't really have an idea as to what the Centennial's characteristics were, you're always in a light centerboard. Well, this isn't terribly light, but in a centerboard boat, you're always concerned about a capsize. So I used to sail with the ball on deck, thinking that if I ever turned over, then it would be a bunch of flotation that would probably be slightly to one side or the other of the hull, and it would tend to get her to roll back up quicker, was the idea, but that's never, thankfully never been tested. So one of these days maybe I'll try emptying all the gear out of her and rolling her over up in the river and see what happens, but I'd be afraid of damaging something. The boat's so heavy, but it's probably a good idea.